And we are live. Greetings, Otaku Faithful. Thank you for joining me again this week. Once again, it's Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief.
Oh, and also everybody, this is, my name's Nick. Y'all probably see me in the comments of Shot Red, the local guy on the internet. Just always let's, get into this discussion and just talk more about Hunter x Hunter.
So yes, I am joined this week by my boy Nick, one of the Otaku Faithful for the longest. One of the original Otaku Faithful, and we are here to bring you all a special live Hunter x Hunter episode review right here on Otaku Assemble Weekly. And as always, to bring you the latest in this week's Hunter x Hunter episode review. Now, before we go ahead and jump into this week's episode review, I want to go ahead and give you all a couple of updates. So, number one, if you all will see in the top right corner of the video, I have two polls posted. The first of which is a poll asking whether or not you all would be interested in seeing more live Hunter x Hunter episode reviews. The reason why I'm asking is because I decided to do a live review this week just because I wanted to get it out sooner. And also because I ran into a bit of a scheduling conflict with my top 5 video segment this week, which I'll get back to in a sec. So the thing is, it's like I'm not totally against the idea of doing live reviews for Hunter x Hunter. And it actually does kind of make a little bit more sense, because if I don't do them live as soon as the episode ends, then you all would have to wait until Sunday evening once I've, traditionally recorded the review and then edited it and everything, things of that nature. So the first poll that you will find, if you click on the icon in the top right corner of the video, is for whether or not you all would like to see weekly live streams for Hunter x Hunter, for my Hunter x Hunter episode reviews. And just feel free to click either yes, please, or no, thank you. The second poll, and that bringing it back to the whole top 5 issue. The second poll is for you all to choose to break a 3-way tie that I discovered for this week's top 5 video segment. I went ahead, Nick, my man. Let me tell you what happened. I got up this morning. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do top 5. Knock that out, get that posted up for tonight, and then I go to the comments and find out, dude, we got a 3-way tie. 3-way tie, 3 different topics, all had the same number of votes. I'm like, all right, dude, we got to break the tie. I got to find a way to break the tie.
What's the topics?
The topics are top 5 anti-heroes, top 5 Superman the Animated Series episodes, and top 5 favorite mangaka. So, yeah. All 3 are really good topics, but there can be only one. So we got to break the tie. So
I was gonna say I can tell which one you're gonna go for right here.
Well, I'm not voting. This is for the fans to vote for. This is for the viewers to vote for. I'm not voting.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which one you think I'm leaning towards?
Superman, just to put a little bit more jabs, because I know you're a big fan of Superman.
Actually, that's not the one I was leaning towards.
The one I actually want to lean towards is probably anti-heroes, because that's my type of spiel.
I was actually leaning towards the top 5 favorite mangaka. I was leaning towards that one. But anyway, like I said, in the poll, please select which topic you would like to see me discuss for this week's top 5 video segment, and make sure you get those votes in, because voting will close at the end of voting will close midnight tomorrow. So you have all day Sunday to go ahead and get your votes in, and once midnight hits Sunday night, voting will be closed, because I'm shooting that video on Monday. So, well, I guess it would be fair to say Monday morning, I guess. But anyway, when I wake up Monday morning, whichever one got the most votes is the one that's gonna win. All right, how about that? But actually, no, because I think I want to record it tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, voting closes tomorrow. Anyway, don't matter. Get the votes in as soon as possible. All right. So now with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump into this week's episode. And this is my review of episode 3, entitled Survival. Is it Survival? Is it Rivals in Survival or Rivals for Survival? Because I actually saw 2 different titles. I went online and the episode title was Rivals for Survival, but the actual title on the episode itself said Rivals in Survival. So is that just a matter of the dub renaming it? Or maybe a breakdown in the translation?
Probably. Because, because what I'm looking at, it says Rivals in Survival. So.
Okay, so right. So this will be our review of episode 3 entitled Rivals in Survival. Now, I'm going to go ahead because I think I talked enough for the opening. Nick, I know you've already seen the series. So you just kind of going back, checking the episode out and whatnot, refreshing yourself on the episode. Give me your general thoughts on this episode.
Well, when it comes to this episode, going back to it, it was pretty, interesting, for me, especially seeing some of the characters again. And as much as, if you're a person who's seen the series before, I actually do like, the aspects of what the Hunger Games, show, especially on how they first got started, going into their surviving, different tasks that the Hunger Games, shows to them. When you're going into this episode, you see a lot of the, interesting characters that dwell the whole, series, and especially going through the series, you see more of them later on. I mean, one of the characters I really do like, strangely, is actually Leorio. Leorio's, meaner and everything, how he, feels is a very, what I like about him. And of course, you got certain characters you like. You might like Gong, or you might like Kurapika and stuff like that, or even Killua if you've seen him later. But as far as that, as what I've seen in the episode, it's probably, it feels kind of quick sometimes when you're watching it, because you actually want you to, see more, just from what you've gotten from this episode. But all in all, it's still a good episode as far as what's been happening.
Yeah, and I would say my general thoughts on the episode. Wait a minute, can you hear me, Nick?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, getting clear with everybody, because this is really messed up. My screen. Can you hear me, Nick?
Yeah, I hear you. Just your screen's a little, stand still.
Yeah, technical issues. They will have issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I just went to close a tab and my computer completely just froze on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know Google Plus takes a lot of RAM, so.
Do you know if are we still broadcasting?
Let me check.
They will have issues.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, because this is gonna be very weird seeing my not being able to see myself on camera. Hey, Nick, can you hear me?
There you go. I see you moving finally.
Okay, yeah, finally, right? And is the Hangout still going?
Let's see.
I'm actually afraid to open it up.
Yeah.
I'm actually afraid to open it up for that reason.
Yeah, still going.
Okay. Man, I might, yeah, I'm probably going to end up editing this because I think you can actually edit Hangouts on YouTube's YouTube editor, their video editor. I think you can actually edit Hangouts. So I'm probably going to have to do that.
So, okay. I mean, if anybody who's done anything with computers, I'm like, there's ways you can get around that or do anything.
Yeah. Somebody said in the comments is like Larry must be using Windows 7. Not too far from it actually. I'm actually no, he says Windows 97. No, I'm not using Windows 97, but I am using Mac OS 10 Snow Leopard, which that came out in 2009. So yeah, I have a 7-year-old operating system. Yes, I do. So anyway, so yeah, let's just go ahead and let's get back on topic. All right. So my general thoughts on this week's episode. I thought it was cool that they decided because it really did feel like a manga chapter, right? Like we pretty much got name dropped and we pretty much got to see all of the major hunters I would expect for Gong and the rest of his party to interact with during the exam. So it's pretty much the same thing you would get if you were reading the manga chapter, right? Like all of these name drops, you know, all of these, you'll get the panel with the character, you'll get like their name and then maybe a brief description about them, or the description comes in dialogue talking about the character, right? And so you get all of this like in one chapter, and that's all it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a little teaser. You know, it's like, okay, we're going to show you this guy now, but you know, keep in mind he's going to pop back up later on in the series. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how like Nick, did you read One Piece?
I've only read a little bit of One Piece, so.
Okay, like I remember there was a chapter in One Piece where they showed like I think it was the supernovas, which was pretty much all of the big pirates in the New World. And so you got like the name and then what their bounty was, and it was almost like for 2 or 3 consecutive pages, like bop 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 bop. So I sort of got that same kind of feel with this episode, how it's like, okay, like, you know, we were getting a little bit of, you know, pretty much knowing who it is we'll either see or have to deal with throughout the course of the exam. And I thought that was pretty cool. Also, like I said, the fact that they got it done all in one episode and it ended with the start of the first phase of this part of the examination. So once again, like I said, what I really like about this adaptation is the fact that because it is streamlined, the pacing is really good, you know, and how we continue to cover a good amount of story in just the 24 minutes that we're given. The fact that they keep that going, I think is really good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, as far as the name drops, you're only given enough to what you're going to see, because you're going to see more names pop in, of course, later on in the show.
Well, yeah, because there's 404 applicants.
Yeah, I mean, some are going to get knocked quick. I mean, you saw what happened around that episode where they got to test their endurance running.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, see, what's funny about this is, I mean, I can't I still feel like it's too early to really start and try to gauge anything with the characters themselves. You know what I mean? Like pretty much try to figure out, you know, who's who or what we can expect from which character. Because at this point, like I know I'm trying to remember names, so bear with me, y'all, because I just got done watching the episode. Cat with the silver hair, purple eye dude.
Cat with the silver. You talk about Killua?
Killua, yeah. Like I know Killua becomes a main character. Okay, so I know, okay, he's gonna play, he becomes a main character. So I know, yeah, he's gonna play a major role, in the story. And I know is it Hisoka, the magician? Was that
Yeah.
his name? Yeah. Like I know he's going to be some type of antagonist. But that's just because of what we got in the commercials and the promotions for the series on Toonami. Like they've already shown like him fighting Gong in some of the commercials, and like in the little snippets in between the commercial breaks, right? So
Yeah,
so
I
I
mean, I'll say this. It's funny. You'll see Ahsoka a lot. He's a weird anomaly. The funny thing is, I actually do like him, even for much how a weird s character he is. I mean, he's definitely. I'll give you an instance of him. He's more of a loner type and very
Mhm.
bloodthirsty. So you'll know when you start going around through the series and how he acts and what's his feel on things. In fact, you actually will probably know in the next episode. So what's he all
Yeah,
about?
and and okay, and here's the funny thing, Tampa, like I've already been informed about what his character is about. So, at this point, and not granted, I'm kind of surprised that they've already alluded to it enough without outright saying what his deal is. Like, because I knew about it before watching the episode. Like, okay, this is Tampa and this is what he does, right? But like, I think there's actually enough information given in this episode to where you can already kind of piece together what his bag is. And I think that's really good because it's one of those things where if, and not necessarily if you already know, but even if you're just paying close enough attention, especially after he talks to what was the guy, Nicholas, the brain, the statistical dude,
Mm-hmm.
after that conversation with Tampa and him, that in and of itself, I think is enough to where it's like, okay, yeah, Tampa's thing is that he sabotages the rookies. That's why they call him the what did they call him? Was it the rookie killer or the dang? What was his moniker? It was like the rookie something. And yeah, he sabotages people. He's a jinx pretty much, but not like Eugene from Hey Arnold, where it's like he's just clumsy. No, this dude is like intentionally a jinx. And also if you take in consideration the fact that the juice he was trying to give Gong, Leorio, and Kurapika, it had a laxative in it. He spiked the drinks. He's trying to sabotage people, and then we find out that he's tried doing it to all of these other rookies. So it's like that's all of that is enough to where you can pretty much figure out what his deal is already.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
Which I will say for I don't care for that type of character. And I'm curious as to the creative decision in writing a character like that. I guess we'll have to. Because keep in mind once again, like I said, I'm not trying to keep giving him praise, but this is Togashi. He is one of my favorite mangaka because I do like his work. I do think he is a good writer. I don't think he would just throw a hijinks character in the mix like this without an end game. Like there's a point to him being there other than just being a crutch, I would think.
Well, that's funny. You're right on that. His character through this whole arc, you'll see how it is. I mean, I don't like that type of character either. And what's funny is how one of the characters reacts to him, which is the same way I would react to him. But the way that he is implemented in the games, it really does affect with other characters. Mm-hmm. And whatchamacallit, how the way it's funny when it comes to him, he has some of its moments in there. Some are pretty funny in there. So when you get later on to the episodes, you'll see.
Yeah. The other thing I thought was really good about the episode was how okay, if you all will remember from my last week's review, when I talked about what Gon, Kurapika, and Leorio was supposed to represent in their own party, right? In their own group. And and that trichotomy that it sort of created. And then in my first review, I talked about the type of hunter that each one of them would be. I like how in the argument that was sort of reinforced, because you really start to get the sense of like, okay, this is why they're doing it, and this is what they're in for, sort of thing. But I like how it got beyond a preference thing, right? Because it would be real easy to just write it where it's like, oh, Leorio just wants to be a treasure hunter and Kurapika wants to be this like bounty hunter, and how it got into a moral and ethical place. Like Kurapika was like, no, like this is what our job should be. This is what a hunter should be for A, B, C, D, and E. And then Leorio's like, nah, screw that. This is what it should be for A, B, C, D, and E. So it got beyond a preference thing, and it started to really reinforce what their values are. That I think was done really well. And like I said, it's just building up on the two things I touched upon in my previous two reviews. So I thought they followed that up pretty well.
No, I mean, when it comes to Togashi, yeah, that's one thing I like about it, is how certain dialogue and characters, how they really fight against their ideals. I mean, you're going to see more of that, especially with the inner group of the team, and when it comes into the Hunter games. Just the dialogue itself is one of the things I really do like about it, as far as how these are really human characters, and how the way they interact and what their goals are, what is their life ambitions. And not only that, you'll see some certain things that they try to hide and become revealed later. So that's how that is.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah. So I mean that's pretty much it. I don't have too many other thoughts on the episode. Like I said, I thought it was, like I said, I like the teaser. I like the teasers. You know what I mean? And that's what the episode felt like. It felt like one big teaser for the rest of the characters that we'll encounter in the arc. So and I dug that. You know what I'm saying? Not too little information necessarily, but not too much either. No more than we needed to know at this point in time. To say that this is the third episode, no more than we needed to know. You dig? And I could see another thing I'll go ahead and say about this episode is I could see if someone, like, I know everybody doesn't abide to like the 3-episode rule the same way I do, where it's like I check out something, and if I'm not into it within the first 3 episodes, then I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to get into it. The cool thing is I could easily see somebody being hooked by this episode, or at least intrigued enough. Even if you're not hooked, I can't say hooked, let's say intrigued. You're intrigued enough to at least watch the next episode before you decide to bail on it. Is that a better way of putting that?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't say anything more about it. I always do the whole notion of maybe give it a 10-episode deal or 10? It depends. It depends, though. I mean, certain things come out on a slow run for certain things. At a series like this, I think there's enough that should be able to catch certain people's interest. I mean, I've talked to certain people. There are some people who actually, like this one guy I know he likes One Piece and stuff. He couldn't dig with Hunter x Hunter on certain aspects. I got into a whole discussion with him and all the other stuff about it. But
10 episodes, I think is a little excessive. Remember, keep in mind, most anime have 13-episode seasons.
Yeah, I know, but this is a longer series. This is
true. But if you didn't know that going in, 10 episodes is a high order.
Okay, you could probably say that, but I think that's one of those things that most people should always check, because they go think.
Who always checks that?
I mean, come on. I mean, like, if you're gonna look at a series that you want to see, some people don't like longer series. I actually do prefer to like longer series, but
let me put it to you like this: I did not go and look up the Hunter x Hunter, like the number of episodes, until I was thinking about reviewing it. When I was thinking about just watching it, I didn't go look up them damn episodes. It wasn't until I was reviewing, I was like, how long of an engagement is this? And then I found out, I was like, 148 episodes. Well, damn.
I was going to say, what, you thought it was one of those quick, like, 25-episode thing that's going to be explained?
52. I thought it was going to be a 52 one. I thought it was going to be a 52 episode because it's a remake. Because it's a remake and the manga's still going.
Yeah, it's still ongoing.
Yeah, so I figured I'm like, okay, I could, or at least 100 because that's what DBZ Kai was, and wasn't Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood like just over 100, or was that or was that even less? No, I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was only, I think it was less than 100 episodes actually. I think it was like 60 or 70 something maybe. Cause
I looked it up. It's 64.
64 episodes, yeah. Because the Blu-rays, there was only 3 of them, I think. 3 or 4 Blu-rays, and that was it. And that was the whole series. So yeah, I did not assume it was going to be 100+ episodes.
Hey, but you did check that out though, just to be sure. So
yeah,
that's the point I was saying.
Yeah. So so any closing thoughts on the episode?
Nah, nothing much I could say. I mean, because it comes from me as a guy who's seen the series, so ain't much I could say or tell about it. I mean, it felt like wanting you watching this episode makes you really want to watch more of the the next episodes that is to come, which sucks. You guys got to probably wait for a week, every time. And
I don't mind waiting. I'm not in a hurry. I'm taking my time. Who am I in a hurry for?
No, but when you like a series and stuff, sometimes you binge watch it. That's how I felt a little bit when I was watching Hunter. Hunter. I think I like binge watched that because it's on Netflix too. And people want to watch it. I was binge watching it to all the way up maybe episode in the 20s or something because that's when it got really interesting.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, dude, my brother-in-law binge watched like the first 50 episodes last weekend.
Of what? Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I bet he's like, oh, you can't wait to see this part of the episode. This episode's gonna happen. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I had to be cautious every time I went into the living room because I've seen scenes of future episodes. I just don't have any frame of reference for them.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, wait, he's a big anime guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, because I really do want to see you get into certain arcs, and I really want to know what your perspective on them.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry though, dude. And see, here's the thing too. I'm not big into binge watching just because I'll be honest, I got too much other things to do with my time. I can't justify being like, okay, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna binge watch for like 6 hours of just watching television. No, I can't do that.
No, I understand. Yeah, when it comes to a person who has certain times and certain things and goals, it's kind of hard to do that.
Like my idea of binge watching and especially with anime, because this is what I did this with Claymore, Sekirei, when I rewatched Code Geass, what was the other show? Shigori, way back when I was watching that. Pretty much my idea of binge watching anime is 4 episodes. 2 hours.
Okay.
4 episodes, and then I just do it. And hell, even when way back in high school when I was catching up on when I was watching Naruto and Bleach in Japanese for the first time, even then it was the last 2 hours of the night. I go on YouTube back when remember when they had the episodes and it was in parts, because you couldn't upload more than 10 minutes at a time. And yeah, I would knock out 3 to 4 episodes a night, and then that was it. That's my idea of binge watching.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've done that too, especially since now because I work during the weekend, the weekdays, and it's that weird time-esque. I mean, that's what I think I should be doing as far as certain new animes that are out in the seasonal that really caught my interest, but there's so many, so I really got to pick which ones I actually do like. I mean, I was doing that when One Punch Man first came around. I was watching all that, okay, what's the next episode for this time when it comes around, or a couple more of those or whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been trying to get me into One Punch Man. I'm gonna be honest with you at this point because I'm not impressed by it. And I'm not losing. I'm not going crazy over it like a lot of people are. And of course, my thing, Nick. Typically when I hear about an anime that gets really popular, Usually I'm thinking it's for the wrong reasons, you know. So I don't know what the thing is with One Punch Man. I've seen like, and here's the other thing too, like I've seen all the fight scenes already because people have posted them on Facebook. So like, okay, it's the action's nice and it has really great animation, but beyond that, I'm like, it has nothing to really make me like, oh no, you got to stop everything and watch this. You know what I mean? Like at this point, I think I'm just better off waiting for an English dub. And considering how popular it's gotten, we'll probably have an English dub by the end of the year. Like if it hasn't already been licensed by somebody, it probably will be before this year is over. Which means, because I know season 1 just ended like a couple of months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will probably be on Toonami this time next year.
I wouldn't know about that, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
As far as the English dub, I'm really curious how they're gonna do this, because one of the big aspects, and the ones I like about it, is the humor. So I'm really trying to see if somebody trying to throw that kind of humor, with an English character, English voice speaker. So I really want to see how that's gonna, turn out. But because I don't know what were you looking for as far as One Punch Man, but the giving to the action and the art and all that stuff, that's a given. I think one thing I liked about it was how the character acts and what he does in the whole series, because he's really just out there compared to like the characters in his own series. So that's how that is. Right, and of course, I've seen a lot of crazy memes and photos and stuff. Like I seen one that was pretty funny to me. I think it was like him fighting against Superman and Hulk. Like there was one where Hulk tries to pick a fight with him and shows a picture of him just like blowing a hole through his stomach and stuff. Yeah, and he's like doing other weird like stuff that people draw on. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was pretty much going to I was going to end this with a oh, y'all got jokes. Larry's technical X issues. Y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes. I ain't gonna lie, that is funny though. Now, that's but that's the first time that's actually happened to me in a live stream. In one that I was hosting, that's the first time that has happened. You know what though? There could be another reason for that. I won't say what it is. There could. I just thought about something like there totally could be another reason for that.
I got a feeling it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I won't comment on that though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave that be. But it has absolutely nothing to do with my operating system. So I'm curious. Can I check the cards? Has I want to see if I can check the cards. See what because I know we only got like 22 viewers, but I want to see what the votes look like. So let's see. Can I see? Yeah, I can check results. So let's see. Okay. Okay. And okay, looks like top 5 mangaka is in the lead right now for the top 5. So
no, I was looking at somebody's comment. I mean, the one guy who got his stuff deleted. I mean, if you know anything about Larry, Larry's a no-nonsense guy, so he's not gonna take.
Dude. Glory, no, real talk. Glory Cross, man. You know not to put spoilers in the comments, man.
We're real ones, but
you've been with me for like the longest time. We go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac outside Burger Shack. Come on, man. You know not to put spoilers in the comments. Been saying that for the longest time. People don't know. I take spoilers very seriously. I stopped talking to one of my friends for a year because he spoiled something in Naruto for me.
Mm.
That was before I started reading the manga. That was like my senior year in high school before I started reading the manga. But anyway, so yeah, so let me see if I actually will open this up for a brief Q&A. I will open it up for a brief Q&A. So yeah, let's just see what we have here.
Well, you got me answering one question. I'm curious. What is your favorite character you like so far as the team?
On the show?
Yeah.
Favorite so far?
Yeah. Or who you like that has interest to you?
Leorio.
I thought so.
I like no, because real talk and
No, that's funny. It was a character I didn't think I was gonna like, but I really do like Leorio. You see
look
him, he has his moment.
here's the thing, and don't answer me
Okay.
if I'm right. Don't answer. But Leorio, once again, drawing the parallel, Leorio feels like this series Kuwabara. He really does. You know, because he has the whole tough guy persona, but we know he gives a shit about people, and that really matters to him, despite what he might say. So, like I keep getting, and then and of course he dresses in all blue and has the tall spiky hair, and he's the tallest one of them. So, but no, he like Liara. I feel like he has that Kuwabara-esque personality to me, and I dig that. I think that's intriguing. So I would say Leorio right now. He's the one character I think in terms of breaking conventional tropes. If any one of the three would do it, he'd be the one I'd expect to do it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the comments are opening. The comments are open for questions. I got a couple of minutes and whatnot. So let's see. Thoughts on current WWE? I don't watch WWE. I haven't watched WWE in years. I don't even watch TNA anymore. Which is kind of tragic. TNA kind of fell by the wayside because I actually, I was a huge TNA fan because I thought TNA was actually doing wrestling better than WWE was doing it. And what was it? I think it was 2014. It was the same year they lost the contract for Spike. Yeah, when they moved to, I think they moved to what was the name of the channel? Because they've channel jumped twice now in the last 2 years. But yeah, man, it's like, but pretty much before AJ Styles left, TNA. I mean, I was a diehard TNA fan, and I thought it was still good, but like after that Aces and Eights storyline ended with the whole Dixie Carter takeover, going heel storyline, and then AJ being stripped of the title and all of that, it went to hell in a handbasket after that, man. It was done. It was done. It's a shame too. I loved TNA. Let's see. Okay, I see a couple of more questions. So, how did you get into anime, Larry? Did you ever read One Piece? How did I get into anime? I've been watching anime since I was a kid. I think the earliest anime I've ever seen was Ronin Warriors. I think that's the earliest one. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, like when I was a kid, Ronin Warriors, the original Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, those were shows I watched all the time when I was a little kid. By the time I got into upper, third, fourth grade, Pokemon, Monster Rancher, Digimon, all of your gateway animes. And then by the time I got into fourth grade, that was Toonami. And the rest is history after that. After DBZ, the rest was history.
I mean,
Did
at
you?
that time, especially if you had cable TV, you would run into an anime out of anywhere, any strange channels. I remember I used to run in one back in HBO, Stars, all those type of stuff. You usually saw like a lot of interesting anime movies, or certain episodes for a show.
Here's the thing though, dude. Like a lot of like because since anime is so big online now, like a lot of people don't really remember how much it actually did occupy television. Like because everybody points to like Toonami, right? But even like I say, even with those gateway animes, the ones that people usually those are for little kids and this is that and the other. Like before Pokemon came on Saturday mornings, it came on weekday afternoons when it was on UPN in 1990. I think it was 98. Before it moved to Kids WB, it came on UPN because I saw Pokemon.
I did not know that right there.
Yeah,
because WB.
Because I was in third grade the first time I saw Pokemon, and I was watching like season 1. I had seen all of season 1 before it moved to Kids WB, and it was the fall of 98. So the fall of 97 to the spring of 98, it was on UPN, and it used to come on in the afternoon. Like I want to say it came on about 3:30 because it came on before Pee-wee's Playhouse came on. It came on before the Pee-wee Playhouse reruns at 4:00. I remember that. And so like the very next year, that's when they moved it to Kids WB, and that's when it blew up, when it moved to Saturday mornings. But even beyond so yeah, we had Toonami on Cartoon Network that was showing anime, but you had like Kids WB because you had Pokemon was on there. What other anime? Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like in 2001, that's when we got Yu-Gi-Oh! But like, dude, Fox
had Digimon at the time.
Fox had Digimon. Fox had Metabot. You remember Metabots?
Yeah, I've seen Metabots.
It had and like by the time we got into like the early 2000s, Shaman King, Sonic X, Kirby Right Back at You, Ultimate Muscle, and One Piece debuted in America on Fox. So and I'm pretty sure there's another show I'm forgetting. Oh, Escaflowne.
I was about to talk about.
Escaflowne came on Fox. So you had that. That was on Saturday mornings, and then dude, like I say, even with the earlier anime I've seen, like dude, Ronin Warriors, I saw that on TBS, dude. They used to come on early. They used to come on early in the mornings on TBS.
I remember. Okay, it's funny we go back to this because I remember we talked a little bit about this. I remember back when I first started around there. I remember I saw Fist of the North Star back in that time. I didn't know it was called Fist of the North Star, and it's funny that was the time it was in English.
Yep.
Shadow Skill that came around there.
Don't get me started on Shadow Skill, man. That's
I didn't know what the name was back at the time of that one.
Oh, bro, that's my.
If you're a big fan of Miyazaki stuff, I think I remember seeing Kiki's Delivery Service. I was during there, and Ghost in the Shell, one of my first particular anime movies ever.
And then dude, like you had like Sci-Fi Channel would show anime stuff all the time. And then dude, I would see anime and some of the dude. What about you? Remember Aeon Flux on MTV?
Mm-hmm.
And then dude, like I remember the first time I ran across damn, what's the name of it? Not Soul Eater. Damn, what is the name of it? I don't want to have to go pull out the DVD because I have this motherfucker. It used to dude, it came on Tech TV. It used to come on Tech TV. Tech TV had an anime block before they did the G4 Tech TV merger. What is the name of that anime though? Soul Taker. Yeah, so dude, like you had anime pop up all over the place back in the gap. And yeah, like by the time I got into anime, like dude, if it was anime, I was watching it. I at least checked it out at the time. So like that, I mean, that's how I got in. And yeah, I did. I take it, Morgan. You haven't followed my channel. You haven't been following it long. Like I used to read and review One Piece on this channel. So yeah, I did used to read One Piece. What are your favorite films? Oh, do I still read One Piece? No, I don't still read it. I used to, but I don't. I stopped after Fishman Island. Yeah, I don't. I no longer read One Piece.
Oh, really, you got that far? I remember you said you didn't like when you ran into Chopper during that time.
That was the anime.
Oh,
That's when I had stopped watching the anime for the first time. Was when Chopper got introduced. But that's when I was still watching it on Toonami. That was before I went back and rewatched it in Japanese. No, I stopped watching the anime with the um the Ace Luffy flashback after Marineford. That's when I stopped watching the anime because I had already read it in the manga. And I was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch because the thing
I mean, the
was,
anime has some bad pacing. I mean, it takes
well,
you.
because it has a lot of in canon filler is the problem.
Yeah.
But see, like the thing was, like I went like when I was reviewing One Piece on OAW, and even a little bit before that, I was still checking out the anime because like I didn't read Thriller Bark, I didn't read Impel Down, and I had just started reading Marineford. So like by the time I started watching the anime where they were in Marineford, I hadn't read like it was already, I think it was past where I was reading it. So I started watching it in the anime and I finished Marineford in the anime. I didn't go back and reread Marineford. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I think because I remember American Shonen Jump at the time that went out of print, they had just started Marineford. So like I had read the start of it.
Wait,
And so
what year did Shonen Jump got out of print?
it went out of print in 2012, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, so they don't still do no more, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's all online now.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're
Yeah,
doing that service, yeah.
yeah, it's all online. They don't print them anymore though.
I still got
Uh,
one. I still got one or two of those right here. It's in my box. So
yeah, I do. I still haven't picked up my collection from my dad. I got, what is it, 6 years
because
worth?
I think because one of them I did have because I remember I did not watch One Piece at that time and I thought it was really weird reading it and it was like during the part when Buggy came around. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still far behind the series and I know people still got on me. I'm like, we'll see if I'll like Buggy later. So
Okay. I see. Somebody asked, Larry, what are your favorite films? Oh Lord, that's a whole nother conversation in and of itself. I'll give you my top 5 favorites. Princess Mononoke, Samurai X Trust and Betrayal, Nightmare Before Christmas, Lion King, and The Godfather.
yeah, I knew The Godfather probably be one of those in there. Which one? The first one
Yeah,
or
first one.
okay? Yeah, I'm more a fan of the first one.
Yeah,
Second one,
the first the first one has the best characters, I think.
yeah, it does.
The first one has all the best characters. And it has Marlon Brando as Vito. Not that Bobby D didn't do his thing, because he did, but I mean Marlon Brando, come on. Let's see. Thoughts on Jessica Jones? I think I thought it was great. Do you know the end of Naruto? If you do, are you happy about it? Yeah, I read about how it ends. I mean, it is what it is. Um, let's see. Oh crap! I think, yeah, my feed skipped a whole bunch of questions. Like, it skipped a bunch of questions. Okay, let's see. Favorite Dragon Ball episodes? Yeah, I wouldn't mind Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z? I wouldn't mind talking about those. If you want to see them on the top 5 though, make sure you comment on the next top 5 video. Leave your suggestion in the comments. Thumb it up. If you want to see that. Uh I don't watch Dragon Ball Super. I checked out the first episode and it wasn't my thing. Uh Okay. Oh, how come I didn't finish the Daredevil season 2 reviews? I'm going to finish reviewing Daredevil season 2 in one episode. I mean, not in one episode, in one video. That's going to be next week. I'm gonna put that out, and actually, I'm gonna have a guest star on that one. Nick, did you see Daredevil season 2?
Oh hell yeah! Of course I've seen that.
All right, if you want in on that video too, hell, dude, let's go ahead and schedule this thing now. Next Monday
What time on Monday?
evening. It'll be evening.
Like I don't know what you're. I probably won't be able to make it. That's because that's during the time I start working around the evening.
Oh, you work in the evening?
Yeah, it's the evening. Then I get off at like 1 or 2 at in the next in the morning and stuff like that. So that's how that is.
Can you pre-record Hangouts?
I don't know, probably, but if I can't make it, it's all good. It's all good.
I would imagine you can. Like if you did it, if it was a private Hangout, and then you just released it as public later. You should be able to do that. I would have to imagine you'd be able to do that. Or wait, what about Sunday?
Oh yeah, I got time Sunday. It's just on that, I just work on that Monday evening, leading all the way up to the Saturday morning. So yeah, I got time for Sunday. So
okay, so let's see about doing that like next Sunday evening.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, but I'm gonna have that out for next week is when the Daredevil season 2 review will be out. Favorite Star Wars character?
Are we talking about films or the EU universe? Because I'm an EU universe type of guy, so that's me.
Oh, I don't even know who my favorite Star Wars character. That's an excellent question.
Yeah, this is difficult. For the original, I'll go with Han. So that's me.
I'd probably say Vader. Yeah, Vader. Vader, not Anakin. Vader. Well, technically, no. All of Anakin, the whole shebang. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever regret naming your channel Otaku, considering the actual meaning? No. Otaku only has the meaning in which you give it. Otaku literally means fan in Japanese. So regardless of what connotation you get it, that's what it literally means.
I mean, yeah, there is a stigma in Japanese how they feel with the word otaku, but Yeah,
it's a stigma, but that's not what the word means. The word does not mean pedophile or closet geek, basement nerd, whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever negative connotation. That's not what it means. What it means is fan, is what it means. Now you go ahead and you do whatever the hell you want to with the rest of it. I mean, consider this. How many negative connotations does the term conservative have? Right? But that's not what conservative means.
They do the same thing with that word too.
So let's see. Am I picking up Pokemon Sun and Moon? And what are your predictions once for the game, considering it's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon? Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Sun. Oh, I don't know. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna get, which version I'm gonna get. But I will say I don't really have high expectations for the game, because this was a game. Actually, this last I heard, that game wasn't originally supposed to come out. I was, because Nick, do you keep up with Pokemon news?
A bit. I mean, I see some people post stuff here and there.
Do you remember when they first announced Pokemon Go? They said that would be the only Pokemon release for this year. And then out of the blue, now we're getting 2 new Pokemon games. Also, because after the Gen 3 remakes, they said they weren't going to make a new one for a couple of years because they were focusing on Pokemon Go. So I assumed Go was supposed to be the next game. So the fact that they've kind of snuck in this new game, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We don't necessarily, it's pleasant surprise. We don't necessarily have to be told, beforehand what's going to come out necessarily, but I don't know what to expect because I wasn't expecting it in the first place. Does that make sense?
No, I understand that. That makes total sense. I mean, some people are probably not gonna like what I'm gonna say right here, but it's like you judge by what they, their actions and what the people have done and stuff. I mean, granted, take it for what it is. Pokemon is a very giant cash cow. They could just throw stuff without that much, and people will still eat it up and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how you feel about what that last one did? I mean, my friend, he used to be a hardcore Pokemon, and he's like, he stopped playing it, because he don't like what they've been doing to it. Some stuff could be pandering, some stuff was making it too easy, and all that other stuff. But
you talk about with X and Y?
Yeah, X and Y.
Yeah, see, that's my biggest.
He felt like that. He felt that a little bit with Black and White, but he actually still liked the aspects of what they were doing with Black and White. But X and Y, and the funny thing is, I actually do got the game. I actually bought it I think it was about a year ago, and I'm seeing. I mean, I was slowly playing a game. I was not liking certain things that they did with it, and I'm seeing this point.
I'll say, my biggest problem with X and Y was the fact that it was too easy. It's really easy, and here's the other thing too, because I've been replaying Yellow, because I bought the digital download when it came out, couple of months ago. So, I've been replaying Yellow, and dude, I've always kind of made jokes at, younger players, ones who came up with Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5 and whatnot, because I'm like, oh, y'all don't know about that Gen 1. You know what I'm saying? That Gen, dude, I was like, that Gen 1 was hard. We didn't have O powers, and we didn't have multi-types, and, this, that, and the other. Dude, replaying Pokemon Yellow, dude, this shit is fucking hard, son. This game is hard. Dude, to EV train on this game, oh my god, it's so hard.
No, let me tell you, my buddy, he knows all about that type of training junk. What does this, what does that, and he breaks it down to me because I remember back when I was playing it. I mean, I didn't know I was playing the game wrong. I was more going high level, plays, or do certain types that I like that switched around with. I mean, certain types that I like were more harder to play with, because I'm a big fan of fighting types and other ones like that, and some of them take a little bit more, some are more easier to beat than others, because you remember back in the day when dragons used to be OP as fuck, and other sets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now I will say this though. Another reason why replaying Yellow is so difficult is because because the whole fighting system's changed. It's not the same since Gen 1.
Yeah, so because there's a good website that tells you all about that. About if you're playing the game, it shows you what the stats are and what's this and that and what's the changes to it. Because the first one, her pin missile is overpowered as hell. That move in general, he'll kill a lot of stuff just by using that move.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the type of stuff I'm talking about that does not apply, right? The shit that just does not apply, and it's not okay. Here's the thing. So in Gen 1, fire doesn't work against a Magnemite, right? Because the metal type the steel type doesn't exist yet, right? That's not what I'm talking about. The shit I'm talking about is, why is it in Gen 1 fighting types are not super effective against other fighting types? They're not. They're fucking not. They're not, dude. And then, dude, even some of the types for the some of the types for the moves are different. What is it? Is it Karate Chop? Or it's one fighting move. It's not categorized as a fighting move.
Mm-hmm.
In Gen 1, I think it's a normal type of move. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, having to replay Gen 1, dude, oh my god, it's really opened my eyes to how much things have changed with the newer games, and really, it's really it's really made apparent how the new games are much easier in so many ways. The new games are so much easier, dude, compared to Gen 1. So yeah, I stand by my original statements where I'm like, you are not a trainer worth your salt until you've gone into Gen 1. If you have not played a Gen 1 game in that system, nah, bruh.
Like, what's your opinion of Gen 2? I mean, Gen 2 did some pretty good elements on that.
Well, I haven't played Gen 2 in so long, man. I haven't played Gen 2 since middle school.
Well, it's funny. That's the thing. I actually do want to get the freaking gold version of this, so that it's the DS, like a redo of it. And heard it's done pretty well.
Oh, you talk about Heart Gold?
Yeah, Heart Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of, I was a big fan of Gen 2. Mine was the gold version, but if you look at trying to buy that game, the prices for that is ridiculous. That's one of those games I probably might have to bite the bullet and try to buy for that.
Or just wait till they do a digital download.
I'm more personal. I'm the physical copy kind of guy. So
because them digital downloads take up so much space on your cards.
Well, the way stuff is done now, they're about the same time, stuff. But it depends if a person want to minimize files and all that type of mess. But no, because I can't go back playing the second gen no more, because if y'all know this, compared to the first gen, it has a battery. And because the game always record, if you're going like the day or whatever. And if that battery dies out, the game is done. So unless you want to replace the battery in, that takes away your save file. It's a weird aspect how that game works.
I got you. All right, let me get back to these questions real quick. So it says, where would you rank Rurouni Kenshin on your favorite anime characters? Oh man, Kenshin's in my. I wouldn't even put top 20 Kenshins in my top 10. Fuck, he might be in my top 5. Kenshin is in my top 5. We got the same birthday, man. Let's see. Okay, comments.
I see somebody talking about Star Wars Rebels. What do you think of that?
I've only seen a few episodes of it. I mean, it seems okay. It reminds me of Clone Wars. So, are you still interested in doing a Code Geass review? I might do one sometime in the future. I've seen it enough too. So, let's see. Did you like the Batman Arkham Knight plot twist? Of course not. I hated it. I called it. That's why I didn't even bother getting. Dude, that game was the first Let's Play that I ever watched all the way through. Like, cause I'm not a Let's Play guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Let's Play guy, but I figured that there was going to be some shenanigans with the story for Arkham Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay, I thought so. Anyway, so yeah, I knew there was going to be some shenanigans with the story for Arkham Knight, so I was like, you know what? I want to see somebody else play this first. And dude, I think I saw the first 30 minutes of the game, and I called the plot twist, and I'm like, why? And actually, there was a DLC packet that actually gave away the plot twist.
I mean, okay, for that game, I waited because I was like, I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I mean, cool, you can drive the Batmobile and all stuff, but it seemed like what I'm getting the general sense of it is it's not as good as it could have been. I mean, I played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I liked those. And I didn't play that other one, that other game that they did that was kind of like a buggy mess.
Mm-hmm.
For some people. But yeah, Arkham Knight, I don't know about if I'm going to go and pick that up. I mean, one of the things that they're doing is they're bringing out Arkham City and Arkham Asylum as a pack together on the PS4, so I might try to get that. Because I remember I borrowed those games from a friend, that same buddy I was telling you about. Because he's a comic book guy and all the other stuff, and he gave me those games. I'm like, okay, let me try playing, Arkham Asylum and all that. So I liked it.
Okay, let's see. Hey Larry, what are your views on the DC Rebirth and the stuff that they are doing with Green Arrow, Nightwing, and more? I've only heard of the titles that are coming out for it. I'll be honest with you guys, most of the creative teams for these books, I'm not familiar with them. It seems like all of the big names, and this is real weird too, because from what I could tell, it seems like all the big names are attached to the monthlies. So, and I saw the slate. I know that I think it's every week there's a new title is released. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm just gonna have to check them out and see. It's too soon to really make up. It's too soon to really make up my mind of how those will turn out. Also, because I don't read New 52, and I don't know how much Rebirth will be informed by New 52. So I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna be checking out some of those. But yeah, it's too early. It's too soon to say. It's too soon to say. Let's see. By the way, please pick up Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. I don't watch Walking Dead and I don't watch Game of Thrones anymore. So, do I know a game called Dead Space? Yeah, I've played Dead Space before. Do you have any favorite anime openings? I have several favorite anime openings.
So there's lists of anime openings all throughout YouTube.
Yeah, what?
Some of them I go back to because there's some ones that are like, okay, top 80s anime openings. I see some ones that are really interesting or some are really good. I mean, some of the music that they do for some of these are, pretty awesome.
Hmm. And did I just reach the end of the comments? I think I did. I'm assuming I did. Really?
No, I see one somebody says sports anime and stuff like that.
Yeah, but is that it? Really? Wow. I thought there were more comments. I don't know why. I thought there were more comments. I guess not. Unless I skipped some.
Okay, I see one that's interesting. It's more political. What do you think about the Black Lives Matter movement?
I think it's good in theory.
Agreed.
That's it. I think it's good in theory. I'm really not going to get into that right now. I feel like that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
That could be a discussion of the week. But yeah, so that's what I think about. That's the short of it. What do I think of the Black Lives Matter movement? I think it's good in theory. Do you like sports anime? Depends on the sport, I think. Yeah, I had to think about that because it's like, have I seen sports anime? And it's like, yeah, I have, because I like Ice Shield 21, Prince of Tennis.
Cool.
Dude, when Prince of Tennis came out on Toonami, dude, I was the only one amongst my friends who liked Prince of Tennis. None of the rest of them liked it. And I'm not even a big tennis fan. But and I'm trying to think what other sports anime were. Well,
they're Slam Dunk, I was saying.
Yeah. I mean Slam Dunk was okay. But where would you stop sports anime? Because if we're talking about like competitive anime, period, like I love the shit out of competitive anime. Like, and I'm talking about where it's like a competitive sport. So like IGPX, dude, I fucking love IGPX. That's one of my favorite anime. I love IGPX. What is it? The Zoids. Is that New Century? Zoid's New Century? The one with Liger Zero?
I can answer that one.
I think that's the name of it. Yeah, I think that's Zoid's New Century. The one with where it's the competition with the Zoids. Like that's my favorite season of Zoids. Beyblade. Dude, I was so big into like the first 3 seasons of Beyblade. I love them bitches. First season's still the best, I think. I have seen some of Ippo. I just haven't finished. Like I've seen a couple of episodes because I think it's still running on Toonami Aftermath. I was watching it on there.
There's a huge following of Hajime no Ippo. So
I know my homeboy Ryan. That's his thing. Let's see, Penny Dreadful. I'm still watching Penny Dreadful. I know that the season 3 premiere, I think it's available on YouTube actually, because Showtime released it online. I haven't checked it out yet, and I know it premieres tomorrow. I'm gonna be following up with it. Not sure if I'll review it though. I'm not sure if I'll review it though. I'm not against it. I just don't know if the interest is there to review it on the channel. Oh, Anime Rick is in. What are your thoughts on Penny Dreadful season 2? I mean, I thought it was fine for what it was. It wasn't nearly as good as the first season. The first season was just phenomenal. It's not nearly as good as the first season, but I mean, it's decent for what it was. I thought some of it was too contrived. Some of it you could see a mile away. I mean, some of the stuff was so obvious. I mean, Ray Charles could have seen it. So okay, I think we're almost done with the questions. Which character in anime do you hate the most? That I hate? A character in anime that I hate the most? That's a tall order. Character that I hate?
Like, shit, there's a whole bunch of them.
Probably the main character of what's the Hitman Reborn? Probably him. Yeah, because I mean he was pathetic. But I don't even hate him. I just didn't care enough to keep reading it. So I can't even say that. I don't think I hate any character in anime. Hate? Hate's a strong word. That's a very strong word.
I'm trying to think of some right now, but they're more like if they were from series that were really, really bad and stuff. I'm trying to pinpoint a lot of them. I mean,
there are not many things that I hate. Hate is a very strong word.
Yeah, like very despised. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
one I don't like. I put a jab at some of the One Piece people. I mean, Usopp was one of them, so that's him.
You hated Usopp?
I didn't care too much for Usopp. I mean, the one of the things I did like what he was doing was he's doing the engineering tinkering thing. I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. But I guess it was, just how much jokey the show was and him always being a coward so much. It was like, I couldn't give up liking this character that much. I heard he gets better in the time.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. But Usopp is a coward. Usopp is a coward in the same way that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is a coward, meaning that even when he tries to run from danger, he ends up smack dab in the middle of it. So he's not like that's the thing too. Usopp's he's not like that anymore. He hasn't been like that in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I just said I am far behind on One Piece. I will tell you that. So
yeah. He has not been a coward in One Piece for years. Yeah. Yeah. You ever play Dot Hack back on? Oh, I hated those damn Dot Hack games. Don't get me started. Did you like the Young Justice cartoon? No, I didn't. Can you elaborate on why you don't like South Park? I think it's juvenile. Yeah, by and large, I think it's juvenile.
I was curious, what do you think is better, the South Park or Family Guy?
South Park.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, South Park knows how to parody. Like they parody really well, and they're good at pseudo satire. But at the end of the day, it's still juvenile, and its fan base is mostly juvenile. Like its sense of humor caters to a juvenile demographic. And I don't mean juvenile demographic. Well, actually, no, it does cater to little kids. To this day, it still caters to little kids, if you think about it. Because South Park is still playing off of the whole, oh, we're a cartoon, but your parents aren't smart enough to know that this isn't a cartoon meant for adults. So we do racy and edgy shit because you think it's cool that a cartoon has this. Because you got to remember, dude, I grew up when South Park first came out. You know what I'm saying? I was in grade school when
we
it
all
first came out.
South Park first came around.
So, like, I remember when it blew up, and it blew up for that reason, because it was a racy, edgy cartoon that a lot of kids got into. And it took
but you could say that with a lot of other ones, like even Beavis and Butthead back in the day and all that stuff.
No, because Beavis and Butthead main demographic was teenagers. Not the same thing. I'm talking about juvenile. I'm talking about juvenile kids in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Kids in like preteen and below. South Park got really big. Dude. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Beavis and Butthead was more of a high school demographic, 15 and 16-year-olds. You know, that was more of a teenage demographic. But yeah, like even in 2016, and don't get me wrong, I'm not even saying that South Park is poorly written. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is its humor is still targeted towards what I would consider to be a juvenile audience. If that makes sense. Larry, will you ever get any of the next gen consoles? Shit, not at this point. This gen cycle is almost done now. So I might just wait around till the next one. Thoughts on Bates Motel? If you've seen it, haven't seen it, heard it was good, but I haven't seen it. Are you checking out Civil War? And if you are, will you review it? Of course, I am checking out Civil War, and I will review it because that's Friday. That's this Friday. Okay. And I think, what game consoles do you have now? I'm still rocking my 360 and my 3DS. That's it. I'm perfectly fine with them. I'm perfectly fine with those. I'm not in a hurry to go out and get a new. Actually, I am still waiting on the damn Pokemon themed 3DS covers. Like, I don't think those have come out yet. And I'm still waiting on them. I don't know when they'll come out. Still waiting on them. Still waiting on them. But yeah, so did I already review the episode? Yes, yes, I did. I did already review the episode, and I'm going to place timestamps in the description box for people who just want to check out the episode review and who don't want to check out the rest of the hangout. So yeah, those will be posted in the description box. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I want to thank you all for joining me again this week. In the comments below, please feel free, leave your thoughts on the Hunter x Hunter episode review. Leave your thoughts on anything else discussed in the hangout. Don't forget to check out, once again, if you click on the icon at the top right corner of your screen, you will see the 2 polls that I've posted. The first one is to determine whether or not you all would like to see more live reviews of Hunter x Hunter. And the second one is to choose a topic for the next top 5 video. So please feel free to check those out. As always, if you like this if you like the live stream, if you like the video, thumb it up, share it with other people, other fans of the show, other people you think might get a kick out of the hangout. And if you have yet to do so, subscribe to the OAW YouTube channel. I think I'm actually going to end the updates there because as I mentioned earlier, I'm still working on stuff to come out in the next couple of days. Like I still have my Legends of Tomorrow episode review. I haven't. I still got to get that up, and the top 5, of course, that still has to be up. So I'll just kind of leave the updates there, but do know those videos are coming. They're coming. I just haven't decided exactly when they will be posted. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Nick, do you have any final thoughts?
Not much. Just probably wait for the, you guys probably have to wait until the next episode of Hunter x Hunter, who's actually watching it on Cartoon Network, week by week. But, this was a pretty good, discussion. I had no problem. I had a lot of fun, talking to you, Larry, and some of the people in the comment section. So I got nothing much to say. So, just get ready for the next episode. So.
Yep, true that, no doubt. And like I said, Nick, I mean, if you're down for it, I'll go ahead and I'll hit up my other co-host. But yeah, we can totally do the Daredevil review for next Sunday. We could totally do that. I have no problem with that. I'm actually more interested in doing it with a cast instead of just by myself. Because at least that way, I have some banter, you know what I mean? So and I'm totally down with that. So once again, like I said, just to remind you all, if you have yet to do so, please click on the link, click on the icon top right corner of your screen. Check out the polls for whether or not you want to see more live Hunter x Hunter episode reviews, as well as vote for the next top 5 video topic. And with that being said, this has been Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief. That's your cue, Nick.
Oh, man. My bad. It's the way you did it right here, because it's like, it's been so long since I've been in here. But yeah, this is, my name's Nick. So, you probably see me in the comments before on the internet, Shot Red. So, just a local guy and stuff. And, that's it. And I had a good time. So that's it.
And we are signing out. We are signing off. Until next time, peace.